Hi Stampers. Today's card is, I guess I think of it as a barn door card, but I guess we'd call it Dutch doors. So we're going to cut away this top part of the card base. So we're going to start out with a card that's scored at 5.5 and then cut at 4 1/4, kind of backwards of what most of the cards are. And then you're going to lay it on your Stampin Trimmer and go ahead and cut 2 1/8. Cut this 2 1/8 and then down to meet the 2 1/8. So we're going to cut out this one piece, and of course you're going to keep that because you're going to use that again on something else. For the inside lining of this, you're just going to cut a piece that is 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. Okay, and then I'm going to use my Curvy Trio Corner Punch and do these little notch outs on the corner. Now my next step is going to be stamping my Flowering Fields stamps, and this is a 2016 celebration set. Love this. Just love this set. So I am going to start with my Archival basic black ink, and I don't want all of my stems to show because I want a little bit of a writing area on the bottom, so I can put my name on it. And my last card, I actually left a little bit too much, so I think I'm going to go down to like about, oops, I'm just going to eyeball it. We'll go down to about there on this one. So you can do that however much you want, to sign your name. Now, I'm going to start with my, and I'm not even sure what kind of flower this is, my big flower from the set, and put it right in the middle. And then I'm going to want two of, one on each side. I'm going to aim towards my, my little corner decorations. And then this one is going to fill out in between. So we're just going to kind of add these in all the spaces that are in between. So once I'm done with that, I'm going to color these flowers in using my blender pen. And I'll start with some Old Olive for the leaves. And I'm using Old Olive because I am going to, the paper that I'm using on the bottom is actually the Pretty Petals Designer Series paper, and I'm going to try to stick again with the colors that are in this paper. And Old Olive is one of them. So I'm just going to go ahead and do my leaves here. Now when you're coloring, if you want to get really fancy, you can try to think where the sun is going to hit it and make those areas lighter, or you can just go ahead and color it all in. Okay, and then just give your blender pen a swish on your blotter paper. Now I've got some Wisteria Wonder, and I'm going to do that on these guys. And I'm not getting too detailed on these. Okay. Now for the little pom-pom looking ones, if you go around the outside and leave the center uncolored, you'll find that they have a little bit more depth to them. And you're just going to kind of follow the stamp lines. You'll notice they have the little lines that make the balls, and there's kind of a spot that doesn't have any lines in it. That's the part you're going to leave uncolored. And if you want it to be a little bit colored after you're done, or at a point where you have less ink on your brush, you can go back and fill those in a little bit more if you want some color on them. And then our final flower in the middle I'm going to do in the Calypso Coral. I did step outside of the color parameters of my designer series paper a little bit with the Wisteria Wonder and Strawberry Slush, but I wanted some fun flower colors in here, so I did that. Okay, so we can go ahead and adhere this in our card base. So that'll be all ready. Now for this outside part, for our greeting banner, we're going to punch it with the Curvy Trio Punch again, and we're going to put it up against here. This is a 1-inch strip, slide it all the way in as tight as it goes, and punch. Take it out, flip it over, repeat on the other side. Slide it all the way in as far as it goes against that edge, and punch. And it'll give us this cute design for the end of our banner. Then we're going to go ahead and add our greeting, and this is from the Greatest Greetings. This one says, "You grow, girl." I thought it went well with the flowers. So we're going to add that. And then, depending upon what greeting you're using, you're going to want to measure to the end of your greeting and then give yourself, you know, about a 1/2 inch or maybe a hair more if you need it, depending upon how much space you have on this side. So then you're going to go ahead, slide it tight against here, all the way in as far as it goes. Make sure it's tight on that back corner. Punch, take it out, slide it in, make sure that back corner is tight. Punch again. And there we have our banner for our greeting. And then we're going to just layer this up here with a piece of the Pretty Petals Designer Series paper. Okay, so you're going to cut this, cut it off to 5 1/4. This is going to be from a 6-inch square of paper, and then 2 inches this way, so you get 3 pieces out of there. Then we're just going to go ahead and adhere this on, and it's really difficult sometimes to decide which way you want this. At least for me it is. So we're just going to go ahead and put our snail on here. And line that up. Put it on. And then, you know, you could go ahead and put it on like that, but I really thought it needed a little bit of glimmer paper. So the glimmer paper, you know, it would look good with the square corners too, and just cut it off, you know. But I decided that I wanted rounded corners since I had the rounded edge here. So you can take your, this is 1 3/4 inches, but other sizes would work too, because what I really want to do is just, you know, you see you're pushing this in here, get it down to the edge, and then center it, and go ahead and give it a snip, and it'll round it off for you. And then this again is just kind of a, you know, you're going to need a little bit extra to snip off. I'm just going to really, you know, exact here. I'm just going to cut it, and that wasn't very straight. That's why you usually walk over to your trimmer to do this, but I'm being lazy. Okay, so then we're going to go ahead and do the other end. And just snip that off so you have the rounded edges. Let's see, like that. So we're going to go ahead and adhere the glimmer strip. And then I thought it looked really nice if these were popped up, so I'm just going to add some dimensionals. And like I said in the beginning, for some reason, the Dutch doors, you know, the horse stall doors where the top half opens, are the cutest thing on a barn. So, of course, to me, this is a barn door fold card. But then you can, you know, add your happy birthday, love, Robyn, or, you know, whatever on the bottom. So, hope you've enjoyed this. Hop on over to my store if you need a Curvy Corner Punch or any of these stamps. And I'd love to help you out. If you have any questions, just go ahead and email me those.